Today, we're going to be talking about the accuracy of the Glock MOS, in particular, the Glock 17 MOS. I've owned a couple of Glocks over the years. The original Glock 17 I have has, the only thing I've changed to it other than my Glock $4 grip job, which I have in another video, is I put on tritium iron sights, but beyond that, it's still a Glock, stock Glock 17. Recently, I purchased a Glock 17 MOS, and I wanted to do this to try out the red dot system to see what difference there was in accuracy with the pistol. And ironically, since I've fired this quite a bit at the range, I've had a lot of people come up and ask questions about it and see how accurate it is and what have you. So what I wanted to do today was to talk a little bit about what it means to have an MOS and the mounting of a red dot, and then ultimately what the accuracy differences are between the MOS as well as the iron sights. Now, when you buy a Glock MOS, it's going to look like this. You're going to have a flush plate that you can remove to mount your different optic systems on with 2 screws. And in the box with this pistol is going to come a number of different mounting plates. So once you remove that top plate, you're going to have a number of different plates that you can mount the various different most popular red dots to relative to what you're using. So in the case of what I did is I went with the Vortex Venom 3 MOA red dot. In my opinion, I've fired a number of different red dots over the years. This is the best value within the marketplace. It comes at about half of the cost of the RMR. It has a full transferable lifetime warranty. There's also some advanced features on here where you can actually hold down both the arrows to have it sense the amount of ambient light to adjust the brightness, as well as the actual sight picture of the pistol, which I really like, is something that is unique to the actual pistol itself. So because of that, I did go with this option. When you do go with a Vortex Venom, there is something you need to know. The first thing is one of the mounting plates provided by Glock will actually work for you. So you're going to have 2 screws provided with the mounting plate that you're going to put into the frame. However, you are then going to be mounting the red dot onto the mounting plate. And this is where some of the controversy, at least right now, it comes into play. Because with Vortex, currently at the time of filming, they provide 2 mounting screws. And these are the mounting screws right here. I know they're hard to see, but these mounting screws are too tall for the mounting plate. So what's going to happen is, you can see the 2 silver screws right here. If you use the stock screws, they're actually going to screw down farther than the plate and actually lift the plate off of the frame. So these screws are too long. If you need to get mounting screws, you have 2 options. One is you can go to Ace Hardware or any hardware store and buy them. They're called M3 6mm. That's what I actually installed here from Ace Hardware. So again, they're M3 6mm are the proper length. Or you can actually call Vortex themselves, and they will actually ship you the screws for free. Challenge is, will you be willing to wait to receive those screws? Most people won't. I wasn't. So I went ahead and actually purchased the screws myself. And then, of course, I used blue thread lock to utilize them as well. Now, the other thing you're going to want to utilize, in addition to getting new screws and using the mounting plate, is because the red dots sit so high in the frame, it's going to block out your stock sight radius of your existing sights. So you're going to also have to get a set of raised backup sights. In this case, what I utilized in my purchase were the tritium raised backup iron sights. Excellent sights. Good idea to have them because your red dot might not always be on. It might fail on you, or in this case, if you do quick acquisition, it's not on. You always have a good set of sights to back it up. So in addition to the cost of the Vortex Venom, which is about half the cost of the RMR at the time of this filming, you're also going to need to invest in an additional set of sights as well. However, if you have a Glock, you're probably already going to upgrade the sights anyways. The sights costs for the raised sights was marginally more, if not about the same, depending upon where you buy them. So either way, you're probably going to do this regardless. So my suggestion would be, if you're going to get the red dot, don't change out the sights first. Make sure that you have the right sights for the height the red dot that you actually mount onto the system itself. So the next question that comes up that I hear all the time is, okay, how accurate is this pistol compared to the iron sight? So what I did is I actually went to the range, and I have a number of targets here to show you the differences in shooting between the two. It's not scientific, it's just how I shoot. And so here are the results that I have. Now on the right hand side here, you have the iron sights, my traditional sights, and then the MOS, which are the red dots, on the left hand side. These are 10 round groups at 20 feet that I fired, and as you can see, the groups that I fired with my iron sights were actually more accurate than the Vortex Venom through the MOS. So at least at short range, I seem to be more accurate with my iron sights. Then I'm taking this distance out a little bit further, out to 50 feet. On the top I have my iron sights, on my traditional Glock 17, and then I have my Vortex Venom MOS sights below. Again, 10 shot groups. Pretty similar, arguably a little bit tighter with my traditional iron sights. And then the final set of targets I have here is at 70 feet. And again, I have my iron sights at the top, 10 round groups, and then the MOS Vortex sights at the bottom. These groups were pretty similar. You could argue a little bit that the groups for the MOS at longer range were a little bit tighter. I certainly know that my groups at shorter range were tighter with the iron sights. So these are the groupings that I've actually witnessed through the firing of both of these pistols. The other thing to keep in mind is the practicality of the red dot. So one of the things that we know about the Glock 17 is that most people, when they get into a firefight with a handgun, are going to be shooting at very short range very rapidly. We just know that from everything that we hear. The silhouette of a human is at maximum range at about 25 feet for the Glock 17 frame. So at 25 feet, the silhouette of a human is about the same width of the frame. And the closer you get in, the more the actual silhouette will widen out from the frame. The reason why this is important is most people that get into situations where they do have to get in, shoot at a human-sized target are going to be most likely pointing and shooting. They're not going to have the time to line up and get very strategic with their shots. It's going to happen very fast, which means most of the firing is going to be happening in point and shoot. Because of that, a lot of the training from 25 feet in is oftentimes point and shoot, silhouette shooting, silhouetting over the actual frame itself. So that actually reduces the practicality, in this case, of the red dot. However, at longer range, I tend to find that the red dot does show me where my variance in accuracy is. You can see the actual red dot bouncing around at times when I'm firing, so I know how to discipline myself. And if I was shooting more steady, long-range target shooting, this might be a better choice for me. However, when it comes to pure accuracy between one or the other, I really don't see a discernible difference. Now, it is fun to have one. Will this make you change your mind between buying one or not? I own both, and I actually enjoy it. I shoot this one quite a bit just to try it out. As you can see from the accuracy and the tests that I've done, there is no real discernible difference, at least for me, within 50 feet in, any more accuracy with the red dot than I already have with my Glock 17. So I hope that answers that question. If you like the channel, please like us on YouTube, and thanks for watching.